Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 298 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Sean.
How we doing?
What was that?
I was about to say, how we clicking, but then...
If this is the first time you're ever seeing, hearing, or listening to us, this is the Two Player Co-op Podcast, where just about every week, two brothers get together to tell you everything you need to know about in the world of video games. If you like that, make sure you like the video, subscribe, share it with your friends, family, and everyone in betwixt. If you really like us, you can go to patreon.com/twoplayercoop, where for just $1 and all these benefits stack... Oh, so now that we're on the air, you're like, I'm gonna burp. And
I didn't want to interrupt your spiel. Is it spiel or spiel?
I don't think we can talk about this.
What?
We're not Jewish.
What does that have to do with being Jewish?
It's a Jewish word, spiel.
Spiel?
Mm-hmm. But I think it has some like weird connotation.
Is it smear or schmear?
Pap. For $1, you become a booster where you get the podcast live on YouTube one day early. $3 makes you a sponsor where you get a bonus episode every month. $5 makes you a producer where you can watch us record the podcast live on YouTube, like some of our friends are right now. $10 makes you an affiliate where you get a monthly Q&A episode, and $20 makes you a partner where you can choose the bonus episode topic and record with us if you so choose. Some of our patrons deserve a shout-out. Just like our affiliates, James Solar. Make sure you check out James Games and More on YouTube. He's been posting. Good for you, James. Keep it up. Sarah Solar, John Tingley, Derek Bamford, and Mom. Also, our producers, Steve Appleton, Aunt Sue, still not here. Dustin Downs, no. And Chris Peralta. Also check out PS Rewind on YouTube. If you like cool t-shirts and the like, you can go to teespring.com/stores/2player-co-op. I am sorry for my foot noises. Oh, James. Let's see what we got here.
Yes.
Oh, man. We got 4 questions.
Oh my.
Okay. First one from James. All right, guys, in the Toy Story universe, do you think each Lego brick has its own identity, or do they all share an identity once put together?
I was gonna say, I think once they're all put together, because I think of Mr. Potato Head. Mm-hmm. He comes apart. But in the end, he's still Mr. Potato Head.
But his eye works.
It's still, that's what I'm saying. So I think if you had Lego...
I think they all have their own identity.
But would a Lego... Legos are really structures. Like, it's not like all their blocks come to life, right? It's just things that have, like, a face.
But Mr. Potato Head, what is he?
Spud.
My point is, he is made up of a bunch of pieces, and all those pieces are alive because we know that when he's not attached to his eye...
Even when he's attached to a tortilla, he's Mr. Tortilla Face. Head. Tortilla Head.
Good job. Med Ted Head.
I'm trying to search the universe for some proof that it should be one way or the other. I don't know. I feel like not all toys, #not all toys, are
sentient?
That's the word. I was going to say existential. That's not what I wanted.
No.
Because aren't there toys... Everything that's alive and stuff has a face of some sort, right? Like even the little walking binoculars has eyes.
Yeah. But the crab, well, no, that's got like a baby.
Although there's the Barbie legs with the fishing hook. She didn't have eyes anymore, but she's still able to use her hook.
Correct.
And the hook would that hook have been alive before it was surgically connected to a Barbie?
Does it matter if the Barbie no longer has its face / head? There's no central nervous system for any of these things.
This is also true.
I think every Lego is alive.
And where do you draw the line? What is a book?
What is a man?
If not a
Miserable
toy
pile of-
everlasting. Would a book is just something else that's unsentient.
Mm-hmm.
What's the word? There's a better word there.
Not sentient?
Yeah, maybe. But it's something you use.
Inanimate?
Inanimate, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, but
for
so
your
are toys.
enjoyment. But that's what I'm saying. So are
Yeah.
books alive? They got words.
Is this table alive?
Like imagine
The
if-
whole point is it's Toy Story.
That's true. It's Toy Story. It's not Book
Right.
Story.
No. That would be the most boring movie ever.
Is that your book impression?
Yes. If it's open and they go...
Oh. Mr. Potato Head would say to him, I can read you like a book. That would be in the movie.
Waka waka.
He'd also say, I can't judge a book by a cover.
Yep, nailed it. What's in that coffee? I can't judge a book by a cover. Any cover. I can't judge it. I think because Legos are toys. And
Plus there's Forky. That's just, he's trash.
But he has eyes, so he's got a face.
But he only has eyes.
Nope, that's what I'm saying.
But could you have put those eyes on anything? When did
Apparently.
Forky come to life? Oh, she made the wish, right? Didn't she wish?
Did she?
Didn't she?
Mm.
Toy Story 4 sucked.
Stop. No.
It's the worst of the four.
Okay. No.
It's
No.
not even close.
No. It's better than one.
No, I
Yes.
disagree.
I thought it was really good. It didn't have to happen, but I thought it was really good. The ending, did you cry? Because I did.
No, I didn't like it. I was more close to crying at the end of 3 because that was a good ending.
Oh, I bawled my eyes out at the end of 3.
And then 3 ends and he's like, "Oh, we're toys. We got to do what toys do. Whatever. Let's go be with this other girl." And then 4,
Bonnie.
he's just like, "Screw you, toys. I'm just gonna go off with this other toy, and I don't care about humans anymore."
Yeah.
I didn't like 4. I was
He had
disappointed.
to find Bo Peep.
Forky is annoying.
Forky is stupid. Sean is way out of line. Thank you, Chris. Toy Story 4 was good.
Well, okay, maybe I'm a little too harsh. It's definitely my least favorite of the 4. I'm not saying it's like Jurassic
I think
World
they're
Dominion
all-
bad.
Oh, God, I still haven't watched it.
But
I think
it's-
they're all 9 out of 10 or better, I think.
I would say 3 is a 10 out of 10.
Yes.
I've come around on 2. I used to think 2 wasn't very good, but now I think it's
Really?
maybe my second favorite.
Yeah. No, I think it goes 1, 4, 2, 3.
I think it's because back in the day, I know it's Disney now, but even when it was just Pixar, those kinds of movies didn't tend to get sequels
They didn't tend to geet.
unless they were straight to DVD, like Aladdin 2, Lion King 2. And so I think that's in my head what I thought of Toy Story 2. I'm like,
Yeah.
and so I immediately was just like, this can't be good. And then I watched it. And I'm like, okay, it's kind of good, but I still don't like it. But yeah, I think 3 is a 10, 2's like a 9.5. I think 1's like a 8.5, and I think 4 is like a 6 or so.
Oh, my God. Okay. It doesn't. We are so off track. Are Legos...
We're not that far off track.
Are Legos sentient? I think they are.
Are there any other toys that don't have any way of getting around?
Oh.
That don't have a face, don't have any way to move? Like, you could build a Lego...
But what if you build Lego Mario and they're all just like, it's just like, he's a statue. How can he move?
Maybe this will be Toy Story 5.
Oh, damn it.
Lego story.
It's a me, a Lego.
All right, what's the next question?
All right, I think we've gone
Thank you,
on
James.
long enough here.
What's next?
Steve Appleton. What's up, bud? Let's see. Did Sony secretly raise the price of PS5 in the US by only making the Horizon bundle available? Obviously, they're getting a game with it, but is including a digital code for a 6-month-old game really costing Sony anything? From your boy, James.
Why did...
Steve commented on Patron.
Oh, I'm like... What? What are you...
Focus.
Okay.
Focus. Steve, glad to have you here.
Did they raise the
There he is. What's up, man?
There he is.
I think they kind of...
Did they raise the price of the PS5 in the US?
So the only thing I would say is I don't know for sure if that's the only thing. Well, yeah. It does seem like whenever Wario tweets something out.
So I'm out of the loop now. They raised... Oh, I see what he's saying.
Right.
Okay.
Like, did they...
So what? Can you not even get a non-bundled
So
one
what
anymore?
he's saying is, like, a lot of times whenever Wario tweets something, it's always the PS5 with Horizon bundle for $50 more. And it's a code. There's no shipping. There's nothing else. So
That's interesting.
that's a good point.
I think in essence they did.
Yeah.
If the question is, did they do it, purposefully like that, it wouldn't surprise me. But in essence, yeah, that's what they've done.
Hey, gamers.
Oops.
Hey, gamers. That's a good point, and I had not thought about that, so thank you, James. Yeah, that sucks. All right, next. Name a movie or movies that you consider to be perfect. Some examples for me would be Back to the Future and Roger Rabbit from Derek.
Okay.
Jurassic Park.
Gladiator.
My man!
Endgame, Infinity War,
Dark Knight.
Civil War, Dark Knight. Not Civil War. What did I mean? Winter Soldier. Perfect. Big Fish. I went back to one now for some reason. Big Fish.
What the hell is that?
Oh my god, it's so good. It's got Ewan. He's got I don't want to spoil it for you.
I've never even heard of it.
No, I know. Oh, it's so good.
So,
You gotta watch it.
Jurassic Park, Gladiator, Endgame, Infinity War, Dark Knight. No, I can't say that. Oh, man. One of the movies that I think is the most underrated of all time is, I'm not saying it's perfect, but I just going to go on a tangent here, is
Babe, Pig in the City.
Yes. Paddington. The Prestige is so freaking amazing.
It is very good.
Don't say Inception.
No. I don't know why that made me think of it. Oh my god, was Shawshank
Stuart
Redemption.
Little. Okay. 7.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The Town.
I don't know if I'd say it's perfect.
I'm just saying, like you cannot poke holes in that story. I mean, I'm sure you can.
You
but
probably could.
The Departed is not perfect.
See,
I love it.
I don't think it's perfect either, and I think I like it better than The Town.
No, I get
so
it.
I can't say The Town is perfect.
No, I get it. Yeah.
The Departed, I think it's just...
Say that again.
The Departed, it's a little too long. I think that's the only flaw for me. Otherwise, I think it's perfect.
And Nicholson's accent.
Never saw Sideways. Somebody back me up here on Big Fish. Has anybody else seen Big Fish? It's
no one
so
knows
good.
what you're talking about.
It's so good. I'm sure there's others.
E.T. might be perfect.
Wow, I haven't seen that.
Empire.
Empire. Oh, Empire. Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker, obviously.
Yeah.
And
that's
The
up
Last
there.
Jedi. They're amazing.
All right, James likes Big Fish.
I freaking hate Star... Ugh. I hate Star Wars so much right now.
This could be a good, even though we kind of just did it, I would say this could be a good bonus episode topic. We haven't done like a movies, I don't think,
in a
bonus
while.
episode.
We ranked
We probably
Batman
ranked,
and
yeah,
Star Wars,
with
but we haven't-
individual
yeah.
universes. But
Yeah.
top 10 movies. That would be tough. I would have a harder time
That's way harder than video
games. Yeah. I don't know. I'll leave it there, but I think we had a good number there.
So, James, on your question...
Big Fish is all right. Come on. So good.
Should we talk about this or no?
The bottom one?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go light spoilers when I talk about Last of Us 1, but...
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
I want to talk about that. The only reason I don't is because of spoilers.
All right, we should do a retroactive spoiler cast on The Last of Us. So, James, just hang tight.
What if we... How hard would it be to clip that out? Right now, we basically say, hey, go check out this other video for this conversation.
All right, so now we're going to do a quick little interlude to a separate video, which you can check out on our channel. And then we will be back with the main podcast here right now.
Right now.
And we're back on the podcast here. Gonna have fun editing this one. Where are we at? Okay. These chair noises, like I need.
It's just your chair. What would WD do?
He would spray this chair so it doesn't make noises.
WWWDD?
WWWD. All right, Sean.
Yes.
I know what you've played this week, but please clue us all in.
Okay. I beat and platinumed. Wait, did I do that since we last recorded?
Yes.
I beat and platinumed.
Well, not Last of Us. Well, no, you got the platinum since we recorded.
Yeah.
Okay.
I beat and platinumed The Last of Us. I think I had beaten it. Oh, that's right. I had beaten it last week, and I was in the middle of Left Behind.
Yeah.
So I was like a few hours, I don't know, maybe a couple hours away from getting the platinum. I have since platinumed it. I pretty much gave all my thoughts on it last week. Plus, go check out that side episode if you want more thoughts on The Last of Us. Then I needed kind of a wind down game. Actually,
Games
before that, yeah. I was like, what do I want to play? And then I was like, oh, I never did stupid Space Kabam.
Well,
So then I got Space Kabam 2, Space Kabam 3 on PS4 and PS5. Mm-hmm. So 4 games. 4 platinums. Don't really want to talk about it. It is what it is.
they're not bad games. At least it's not a game where it's not My Name is Mail.
Correct.
I mean, they're not good games.
They're not good.
But they're not like they
exist for one purpose.
But at least you have to at least play them.
You do.
And like actually do
and be
something.
Yeah. It's not very difficult, but you do have to accomplish something to beat it. So that's fine. Then I think I started looking on PS Plus because I wanted to see what are some new games and stuff. And then I remembered, what are the new games for this month? I saw Toem. I'm like, somebody in the chat, I don't remember.
It was Dustin.
Was it Dustin?
Yep.
Said it was actually a pretty decent game, easy platinum.
And it's got Portillo.
It's got Portillo. So I checked it out. I actually liked it a lot. It's a relatively easy platinum in that it's not like you can't die in the game. There's no failing. It's just if you want to put in the time, and it doesn't take that long, you'll get the platinum. It's a cute little black and white game. You're basically this person on an adventure. I mean, it's not an adventure. On like a journey. I don't know. I told Kevin it kind of reminded me of Journey. Basically to the top of this mountain. You stop at a few places along the way, take pictures, whatever. So in order to advance the story, you have to... Basically, you meet a bunch of people, and they give you quests, sort of.
I just saw Ooh, I'm sorry.
And it's like, go find pictures of, show me something. You got to go find it somewhere, take a picture of it, show them, then they stamp your little passport book thing. So you have to get so many in each world to be able to get the bus to take you to the next area. The platinum is basically do everything, not just the minimum in each world, do all the quests, all that stuff. It's not a great story. It's just a cute, fun game. Like, it's free right now if you have PS Plus. I 100% recommend the game. It's fun. It's cute. It's got a.
So do you actually control someone, or
you control a person?
You do. Okay.
You walk around. Yeah,
okay.
It's.
I don't know if it was like a God game or something where you're just looking down.
No, you are the person, and you can do the camera, or you can go in like selfie mode so that you're in the camera. Okay. Or at some point you get a tripod so you can, like, for example, there's some things where if you try to take a picture of something, it goes and hides because it's shy or whatever. So you have to put the tripod up, and then you go like hide around the corner,
wait for it
and
to
take
out.
A picture. Yeah. So there's little things like that you can do. It's a fun game. It probably took me 3 to 4 hours to platinum, if that's your thing. If you're looking for easy platinums, it's relatively easy. It's not the easiest. It's not Space Kabam. But I enjoyed it. I mean, even if you don't care about, I would say even if you don't care about platinums, it's still a fun little game to play for free. So, would definitely recommend it.
Kind of reminds me of, oh God, what was that game I played? Storm Boy? Did you ever play that and get the platinum? I don't know if it was PS Plus or if I just bought it for $1 or something, but what's up, Derek? But yeah, it was a good game. Is that all you played?
So then after that, then I started looking at like PS Plus, whatever, premium, whatever it's called, games, just to see what was new. I found a couple that looked kind of interesting, and they both had platinums. One of them, I don't even remember what it is, but I haven't played it yet. The other one sounded interesting and had a pretty gettable platinum. Bring Us the Moon, I think it's called.
Okay.
I was intrigued. The story is basically you're like an astronaut in the future. We've basically effed the planet and we've run out of energy. But there's some new element they found or something on the moon that they can harvest energy from, and they found a way to transmit it back to Earth. So now Earth actually has energy again. Fast forward to the future, something went wrong on the moon. We don't have any energy anymore. Everybody's dying, whatever. So you're like this astronaut that's going to go to the moon and fix it, hopefully. More or less a walking simulator. It switches between first and third person. It just reminds me of
Adrift. I don't mean that in a good way. I didn't like that game because I was just constantly like, there's no up is up and down is down. Right. There's just no way to orient yourself, and I feel like the whole game, at least whatever I played, or something, right?
It's just like, ooh, float around and keep grabbing oxygen tanks so you don't die. I'm like, well, this doesn't seem like that. And then it turned into that. All of a sudden, I'm floating in a space station, and I don't know which way is up, and I'm running out of oxygen, and I got to grab these oxygen canisters, and I'm like, oh. I'll probably just see it through and get the platinum. I think I'm already like halfway done with it, but it's not fun at all. I do not recommend this game.
It is so funny to go back 5 years
I know.
to talk about, we did a Friday episode, Quick Hits, whatever it was called back then.
I don't get trophy hunters. What's the point?
Biggest pet peeves, and Sean was like, blah, blah. Now he's like, I've got 65 platinums and I'm coming for you, Kevin.
I don't recommend this game. It's not very fun.
Did you ever play? No, you didn't, I don't think. Tacoma?
I did not play that, no.
So that was by the creators of Gone Home.
Gone Home, yeah.
Horrible game. But Tacoma's okay. It's a very easy platinum, and it's kind of a cool story, but it's like, it just kind of like, it just ends. I don't know.
I feel like Firewatch set the bar. It was my first walking simulator, and it set the bar way high.
Yeah.
Then I played Gone Home. I thought it was fine, not as good. And I don't remember what came after that. But they haven't been good until Edith Finch.
Yeah.
That was good. But all in all, like, every single one of them has been disappointing when compared to Firewatch.
Well, and that's why I hate that freaking...
Like, Adrift sucked. I couldn't get into Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. I thought Gone Home was fine. I thought Edith Finch was good. This game, it's not very good. I don't know.
So that's why I still hate to this day that Valve
I know
they bought them. Because we're never going to get in the Valley of Gods. It's never coming out. Firewatch is awesome, though. So yeah, play that if you have not yet. Anything else?
That is all.
All right, Sean. I played The Last of Us Part 1 a little bit. I mean, more than a little bit. I think I'm about 10, 11 hours in now. I'm taking my time. I know we did the separate video for spoiler talk. This is going to be, Edith Finch PS5 upgrade is free with PS Plus and also has a platinum. Wait, it has a platinum?
Has it platinum? It didn't before.
Yeah, what the heck?
I don't think.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's some moments I have to mention right now. So I got to winter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
What can I do? Okay. The school, what I was texting you about when you get to the gym. And I remembered it as soon as I walked in. I was like, oh my God, I know what's happening. But I forgot that it wasn't just that. There's other things. Like, I thought I just had one thing to deal with.
So did I. And then I died.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
I was like, we're gone. I'm like, okay.
I can't wait. Oh, God.
Oh. I hope Ash reviews.
I was going to say, Ash is gonna clip that out.
I had completely forgotten about the truck.
Like the tank thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Me too.
And then when I saw it, I was like, okay, we're hiding, whatever. Okay, I kind of remember it chasing us now. Okay, whatever, we're doing this. But then I forgot, like, it was like the bridge, the broken bridge, Sam and Henry.
Oh, yeah.
When they're like, sorry, bro. And I would
have done the same.
Also, again, I would have done the same thing. I forgot about that. Super dramatic. I got you. And then it's, boom, like, he's dead in real life. That dude's skull cracked. The back of his skull cracked on that rock.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I know it kind of looked like he hit it with the top of his back, whatever, but no, that dude's dead. And I remembered the Sam and Henry story, and I remembered how it ended. And as soon as we got to that point where they get like, okay, I'll go to bed, and then when they wake up, I'm like, oh God, this is when it happens. This is horrible. I texted Sean that I think this might be, because this is really only the second time I've played it through all the way. This may be the most stressful game I have ever played. Even like playing it 8 years later, I played the remastered in 2014. This is so friggin' stressful. Like, this is worse than like Mr. X, hunting you down in the police station. This is so friggin' like, you can kind of tell when you get a moment to take a breath, because Joel's like, instead of sprinting, if you hold L1, he's just like, it's like, okay, I can look around, I can scavenge, I can do all this stuff. But this is one of the most stressful games ever. The sniper, remembered that, forgot how freaking awesome it was, and also forgot how it ended. And I'm playing through it, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
as I'm playing through the game, I'm thinking, I wonder how they're going to do the show. Like, I wonder if season 1 only goes basically till you leave Bill. Like, I could see that, like, when you get the vehicle, not really a spoiler.
Yeah.
I could almost see that being the end of season 1. If they, like, I mean, if they go full Final Fantasy VII remake, where they just, like, draw everything out, like, I could see that being one season.
Yeah.
And, like, a second season maybe through, like, Henry, what's their names? Henry and Sam and Henry. Like, I think you could drag this game out. Not drag it out, that sounds bad. This game could be, I think, 5 or 6 seasons if they really wanted to. Just following the game,
right.
Like, without even really expanding on stuff. But, yeah.
Then Joel has his talk with Ellie, which is just heartbreaking, but it's fine after that. The rebar was like, oh, yeah, that's how that happens. And then this, okay, yeah, okay. But you have, I forgot, you have to actually play.
You have to keep going.
After that happens, I'm like, I didn't breathe. Like, oh my God. And then I got to the winter and the deer chase. And then David shows up, and that's as far as I got. I know what happens next, but I've said for a long time that Metal Gear Solid 3 is my favorite game of all time because it's the best story ever told in a video game. It's not.
No, I think this...
It's this. This is the best. I don't know if it's because it's so, I mean, as grounded as it can be with, you know, clicker zombies running around. I think this is the best story ever told in a video game, period. And I don't want to talk about part 2, but I really do think that, like, I don't think they're in the same league. I know we have different opinions on that. I know Chris does too. That's fine.
I think one
is
probably, no, I mean, almost certainly a better game. Despite, I mean, I think 2 did make some. I think this version of 1 is almost certainly the better game. It is certainly the better story. But I think 2 is good too.
Yeah, it's fine. It is funny though, like I was saying last week, to like, well, oh, why can't Joel go prone, whatever. Well, like, they had already built this entire world for a 2013 game where you have to be able to get behind, like, and you could tell, like, hey, Ellie, let's go here. Oh, there's cars here, and then there's a big center, and there's this thing here, and it's like, you know.
Right.
Sean and I talked about part 2, and he agreed with me. What?
We had a private chat.
About what did you agree on?
I think he was what I was saying last week, basically. About part 2, how it's a good game.
It's a good game.
James had a good idea of what would have made it better. I liked what he said. I don't know. It's kind of spoilery.
No, yeah, that's fine.
We're not going to get into it, but
James sent me that.
Basically, he was saying if they had done it like this, I think it would have been better, and I 100% agree.
So what I will say, why are people? No. Nick's friends, stop chatting me on Steam. I'm trying to record a podcast here. What I will say is, if you go back, what I will say is this: if you did not like The Last of Us Part 2, or if you're open to new ideas, go look up Jeremy John's spoiler talk about the game, and what he says, because he's me. Like, I was like, oh my God, you just, everything I want, you put it in a 10-minute video. Go watch that. And he has ideas for how the story, the same idea, but how they could have made it actually work. Split it into 2 games.
And that's kind of what James was saying too, I think.
Like, you have to be, you can't just throw this character in, retcon something, and then make us care because she pets dogs and Ellie kills them. It's just... it's just lazy, horrible writing, I think. But You should remind me at 9 a.m. to send Sean the video of Jeremy Johns on The Last of Us Part 2. It's so much better. It didn't even. But The Last of Us Part 1, that sound from Steam came through. What the heck? Nick and your friends. All right. Hold on. Let's mute desktop. Okay. Thank you, James. Yeah, we'll talk off air.
Yeah.
All right, Sean. You want to get news of the week?
Let's do it.
It works. Sean, we may have had the biggest leak in gaming history. Maybe not the biggest.
It's up there.
But the most important, I would say. This comes from VGC. Over 90 alleged videos. Oh my God. One of my favorite things that I found, it's like Rasan said it at some point or something, it was just black background, white text. It just says allegedly. Over 90 alleged videos from a development build of Grand Theft Auto 6 have been leaked onto social media. First posted to the GTA forums by user Tipo Tuber Hacker.
I think it's Teapot Uber Hacker.
Oh, Teapot Uber Hacker.
Tipo Tuber Hacker.
Oh, God. I didn't even see that. The footage includes open world gameplay, which is alleged to be from GTA 6, and they appear to be legitimate. It's claimed by the leaker that the videos were downloaded from Slack. If legitimate, it is. The leaked build confirms the previous reporting that the game would take place in Vice City. Bloomberg reported earlier this year that the game, which it claims began development sometime in 2014, is, quote, at least 2 years away. Rockstar Games has publicly... Yeah, okay, well, damn it. This is what happens when I copy and paste stuff. In a statement published on its social channels, Rockstar said that it was, quote, extremely disappointed to have details on the game shared in this way and claimed that the leak would not delay the project. Quote, Rockstar's next game, Grand Theft Auto 6, will include a playable female protagonist, end quote, Bloomberg adds. What are we talking... This is so freaking... Okay, the woman who is Latina will be one of a pair of leading characters in a story influenced by the bank robbers Bonnie and Clyde, the people said. Developers are also said to be cautious not to punch down about making jokes about marginalized groups in contrast to previous games. If correct, this is reflected in the leaked alpha build, which features both a playable male and female character, although these models could be a placeholder at this stage. Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier has commented on the leak, stating that based on the scale, it's hard to imagine that they're not real. He did also say they are real. He's got sources.
And they're spectacular.
A YouTube video of the leaked build shows a character running out of a store during a shootout with the police. This is one of the longest pieces of footage to come from the leak, as most of them are only a few seconds long. Another YouTube video shows the female character walking through a strip club, which is densely packed with NPCs. An advert for Pisswasser, the GTA universe's beer, can also be seen in this clip, adding to the legitimacy. What the frick? What just happened?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. A clip showing the male protagonist walking into a store has also been posted. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so did you see any of the footage? I was actually able to find some of it before it was all taken down.
I saw what I think was the big video. It was like inside of like a restaurant or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird because it's like... At first, I was watching a video and I was like, oh my God, this looks awesome. And then I realized it was just this guy talking about what happened with GTA 5 with like all the mods and everything on PC. And I was like, oh, okay. Dislike, go away. Every time Ernie posts a video, I said, dislike, go away. But then I watched the footage and I was like, I think this is... So, okay. Obviously, this is wrong.
Yeah, I hate it for Rockstar.
But it is kind of cool
It's a peek behind the sausage.
Yeah, like...
But, I mean, it's wrong. It sucks. Whatever.
Correct.
But...
To see it, like... to see
selfishly, it's kind of cool.
Like, to see somebody walking around... Like, she's walking around, and she's kind of got, like, a... Like, almost like a bell over her. You can tell it's, like, the... What am I trying to say?
Cone of silence.
Kind of, with the hit detection and stuff. You know what I mean? So, like, she's walking around. She keeps walking in the door and walk to the door and walk back. I was like, okay. Yep, okay. She walks out. Then you see other stuff of, like, them just, like, with code just everywhere. Yeah. And you see them, like, they're just walking around on, like, a checkerboard and stuff. It's just... To me, this actually got me more excited for GTA 6 than I thought I could be. Because this...
It got me more excited, if only because it's like... I mean, we all knew it was coming, but it's kind of nice to just see it and be like, okay, no. It is being worked on. Yeah, they're not just starting. They've got a game. Like, they've got something. I don't understand people being like, oh, it looks like crap. Like, you're an idiot.
Yeah, you have no idea how video games are made.
If nothing else, I'm excited because what we always talk about, what we want out of this game, we at least saw a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Now, there were inside areas in GTA 5. I'm not saying that's what this game is going to be, where you can go in every building. That's never going to happen. But I'm glad we got to see that, and it wasn't just all outside walking down the road, driving a car, or whatever. Like, it's cool that we kind of got to see something that I think you and I both hope to see more of in this game. So, I don't know. I mean, it's wrong. It sucks for them.
Yes.
But selfishly, yeah, it's cool to see. And it's not like, I don't know, like you said, it made me more excited for the game. So.
Yeah, like even when people do their E3 conferences or States of Play or Xbox Showcase, whatever, you never see this. You just see, even if it's like, oh, gameplay is not final, whatever. Okay, got it, cool. But like, it's polished to a certain point.
Yeah.
This is just complete raw, and it's so cool. The one thing I am happy about is that Rockstar said it's not hurting development at all, which is good.
I hope that's true.
Yeah. But apparently, whoever this guy is also has access to the source code, or he says he does, because he's saying you need to pay me, whatever.
Well, now the FBI is after him.
Good.
And it's, yeah.
And apparently this footage was from 2019.
Oh, I missed that. Well, that's even more promising.
So if it's 2019, I'm like, okay, what have you done in 3 years? Yeah, I can't freaking wait for this game. I still don't know. So we know it's in Miami/Vice City. Was there anything in the footage you saw that tells you if it's like current day or like 80s? I couldn't see anything that I remember.
Yeah, I mean, nothing stood out to me. I took it as being modern day, but I don't know why necessarily. I think it has to be.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be driving around in like 80s car. Like, it's going to be modern day. It has to be.
With a bag phone.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. I thought it was crazy. I hate it that it happened to them, but I am kind of also, I like to get the peek behind the sausage.
Yes.
All right, next up, Sean. Tokyo Game Show. I cannot talk. Tokyo Game Show was last week, and we got some updates from Capcom, including Street Fighter 6. They're going to... Everything about this game is going to be known before it comes out, and I kind of like it. The more I see, the more I like. So we got footage for Street Fighter 6 of Ken, Blanca, Dalsim, and E. Honda. Dalsim? Dalsim.
Dalsim.
Okay. Also, they revealed the entire roster, including So keep track of how many. Well, you can see it there. The full roster includes Luke, Jamie, Manon, Kimberly, Marissa, Lily, JP, Jury, DJ, Cammy, Ryu, E Honda, Blanca, Guile, Ken, Chun-Li, Zangief, and Dalsim.
So it's the original 8.
Yes.
2 from Super. And then a bunch of people that I don't know.
So Luke was.
I know Luke is like the new.
He's the new face for some reason. Yeah. They showed off the World Tour single player mode with customization options. I'm kind of okay now with this World Tour thing. When I see it, I'm like, I just want to play arcade, but I'm like, okay, I can create myself. I can just walk around.
Yeah,
and just,
I could see it being fun.
I can do a Hadouken. I can do a Shoryuken. I can do Tatsumi.
Hopefully they add Way of the Hado too.
The Battle Hub will allow you to play old games, apparently. I don't know if these are online. This was cool. When they showed this, I'm kind of like, why did I buy Street Fighter, the 30th anniversary collection, if I can just go in this and play all the games? But it's cool. So you can go in the Battle Hub, you can sit down at an arcade, and you can either play somebody in Street Fighter 5 or 6, or you can play the old games, but they're holding back what those games are actually going to be until we get closer to launch. It is coming to Steam, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S, so it's not going to be on last gen. There's a closed beta happening October 7th through the 10th. I can't do it because we're going to be at the beach.
That's right.
This looks so freaking cool. Ken is your boy. Chris is excited. What do you think?
I'm looking forward to it. I don't remember, even before we knew how much they screwed it up and how much was lacking in 5. Mm-hmm. I don't really remember being all that excited about 5. And I don't know why. To me, it just looked like... It just kind of looked like 4, but a little bit different. This seems like it's enough different. I think it's... I don't know. I don't know that I'm going to buy this game, but I can see... I'm sure we'll do plenty of Let's Plays and best of 75s and stuff. And I'm sure it will be a lot of fun. But it's another one of those games that I don't know that I would have as much fun playing by myself. If I play online, I'm probably going to get wrecked. And if I'm just playing by myself, just trying to beat it with every it's I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. But I'm also simultaneously like, I'm probably not going to buy this game. But I'm also looking forward to it, if that makes sense. So,
John also agrees in the chat that Street Fighter 6 looks awesome. But no, wait, what did you think about Ken? He's a construction guy, whatever. He looks better than he did in 5 with his stupid friggin' banana hair. I did not come up with that. I saw somebody say it was Wario or somebody, but it's like...
No, I like...
The banana hair is gone. I'm like, thank you for getting rid of the friggin' banana hair, whatever that was.
I like this version of Ken. I think
Game Night Street Fighter 6 does sound fun.
I still think a lot of... I mean, it's a game. It's not meant to be serious, but like... I think they're getting a little overboard. Like, Ryu, whose shoulders are like 4 feet wide, but his head is like... they don't even look...
It's like Karl Malone. You know what I mean?
Kind of.
Karl Malone had such a tiny
a lot
head,
worse.
But like a big body.
Yeah.
I love Karl Malone. I'm definitely going to get this game at this point. Like, everything I've seen...
When is this supposedly coming out?
All they've said is next year.
Okay.
But I definitely am going to end up getting it. And I know that they've learned from the horrible launch of 5.
Launch.
Like, oh, God. That was like my first tweet that ever went viral because I was like, oh, my God, it doesn't even have a freaking arcade mode. I can tell Angry Joe Show is going to be, queuing up a rant. And he saw it and retweeted it. And then I was like, well, all right, turn my phone off because this is insane. But I think it looks awesome. I cannot wait to get this game. We also found out that Resident Evil Stream is coming in October. Cannot wait. Also, RE4 Remake is coming to PS4, but it's not coming to the Xbone. Interesting.
I don't like that.
I don't either. It's like, can we just please move on?
I'm kind of shocked Street Fighter 6 is not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that would have made more sense, I think, to be able to be on 4. Resident Evil 4, I mean, 2 Remake was unbelievable.
Yes.
Even on 4.
Yeah.
So there's not really any reason why you couldn't do 4 Remake on 4 and 5 and have it still... I don't think it'll really lessen the experience. I don't think that it's going to hold them back from what it could have been if it was, current gen only. But, like, come on.
It's just...
Like, when you gotta cut ties at some point.
Yeah.
This is starting to get ridiculous.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see... What the hell was that?
I think it was Nick.
Yeah. Oh, I think he's just playing freaking Rocket League. I cannot wait to see how many PS4s overheat trying to play Ragnarok. Like, what... I get it, but man... But also it's weird, like, I know the PS4, and this is not me being a fanboy or anything. I know the PS4 is more powerful than the Xbox One. But it's weird that they wouldn't even put it, like, if it's going to go to PS4, which means it's playable on the base PS4, but you're not going to put it on the, what was it called? The One X.
Mm-hmm.
That's just weird. I don't know. We have a wolf in the house. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it can handle it. It's just annoying, I guess is what I would say.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think there's going to be... Elden Ring came out on PS4. So, and I don't... There's no part of me that's like, man, imagine what this game could have been if it didn't come out on 4. Like, I don't think it's a big deal. Out of all the games we've talked about, yeah, Ragnarok almost seems like the one that would be hurt the most by coming out on last gen. So I don't know. I'm not thrilled about it, but I don't think it'll make a difference in the end.
It is funny. A lot of people actually said that, like,
also GTA 5 was on PlayStation 3, so I think we'll be fine.
But it's yeah. I'm in the bathroom. Can you text Nick? Nick doesn't have a phone. I can't text Nick. Just take the stupid dogs out and put them in the bed. Oh, that's what I was going to say. A lot of people played Elden Ring PS4 on PS5. And it was just, like, amazing.
Really?
That was the only thing I didn't like about it, is that it clearly was not optimized for some reason for PS5 and maybe Series X and S. I don't know. But it ran better if you did the PS4 version on PS5.
See, I never had any issues with.
I mean, I didn't. I mean, I just had like it was like weird stuff. It was like just after I die for the 175,000th time, and then it's like, and then the grass. It's like it's all green, and then it's like grass. Whoa, okay, that was weird. Oh, thank you, James. You can't designate a game for Xbox One X and not for the base Xbox One. Same way there are no... I think what you meant to say is there are no PS4 Pro exclusives. That makes sense. It's just... But again, like, oh, God. Just move on. We got to move on. And we're going to move on to the next topic.
Yes.
Sean, you want to talk more about Sony being a bunch of whiny little bitches?
Not really, but...
Let's do it. Sony says that, quote, giving Microsoft control of Activision games like Call of Duty has major negative implication for gamers and the future of the gaming industry. Phil Spencer says, competition is about driving competitors to innovate. Xbox is also saying that they're going to keep doing acquisitions, and they are, quote, striving to be a major player, end quote, when it comes to more acquisitions. I am so sick of this crap, right? I'm like, just be done with it. I don't care. Give them Activision. Let's move on and get on with our lives. Also, a lot of people are saying that they think Square Enix, or NX, whatever you say, has not, after Crisis Core, There's nothing announced coming out for Xbox from Square. What a lot of people are thinking is that where there's smoke, there's fire, and that Sony actually is going to buy them. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but like this is what when you go out and you buy Activision, almost an acquisition. When you go out and you buy Activision, dominoes are going to fall. I hate this crap. Like I know Sony buys exclusives, Microsoft buys exclusives.
Is this all Sony's way of? Now that you mention that, like, is this their way of trying to frame the narrative so that if and when they do buy Square Enix, I say Enix, they can be like, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Like, you bought Activision, guess what? We're buying Square. When they were probably planning on doing it all along, and this is their way of just making a big deal out of it so that they can come back and be like, you did this to yourself. You know, enjoy. Like, I don't know. But yes, I'm sick of hearing about it. Again, I don't care because I don't care about any Activision Blizzard King games to include Call of Duty. I don't care. Would I be singing a different tune if this was Xbox buying Square Enix? Of course.
Or Capcom or anything.
But I would still say that Sony's being kind of pot calling the kettle black about this whole thing because Sony's been doing this all along. It's not identical. I think Sony's things have been a little bit more homegrown. What?
How have they been doing the same thing?
With
like Insomniac and Housemarque?
Just with exclusives.
Okay.
But why now all of a sudden?
But also Xbox way back in the day, they're like, you cannot play Rise of the Tomb Raider anywhere except Xbox for a whole year.
Yeah, I'm not saying Sony started it. I'm just saying they've probably done it more than Xbox, I would say. Other than Gears and Halo, there's not a whole lot you can play on Xbox that you can't play on PlayStation.
Right.
So I don't understand, and I guess it's just because it's Call of Duty and it's a big deal.
It's because it's Call of Duty, yeah.
But like, tough. You don't think there's typical, primarily Xbox players that are like, why can't I play God of War on the Xbox? This is stupid. Like,
well, but that's different. But if they want to say, why can't I play freaking Final Fantasy on the Xbox? Well, yeah, because Final Fantasy VII Remake was supposed to come to Xbox. It ain't coming.
Yeah. And
neither is Part 2 or Part 3. So that's BS from Sony. Period. Yeah. So I don't know what happened there, but it was supposed to be like a 1-year exclusive, and it just never showed up. And it's never going to show up there. Neither is Part 2 or Part 3. That sucks.
Yeah.
This whole thing just... And then there's Nintendo, like I remember a few months ago, Nintendo was like, hey, we acquired land, and we're going to build a new building there. Like, yeah, and you've sold 120 million Switches, whatever it is. Like, it is just crazy that, like, the console wars are not... I mean, it still exists with, like, Xbox and Sony ponies, but it's really... It's Phil and it's Jim just...
Yeah. The funny thing is, even though I don't really like him, I side with Phil here. Like, I don't understand how...
Bye, John.
What he's doing is really any different than what Sony's been doing.
Well, because Sony's never spent $70 billion
But that's what I'm saying. It's a bigger version of what Sony's been doing all along.
But no, it's not. You're taking... So Insomniac made Spider-Man as a second party. They've had a relationship with Sony. They've had a relationship with Xbox. Sony worked with them as a second party to make Spider-Man. Spider-Man was freaking awesome. Then they bought them for $229 million. Horizon is Guerrilla. God of War, Santa Monica. Uncharted, Last of Us, they're Naughty Dog, blah, 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 blah. And I know Sony bought Guerrilla forever ago. I cannot remember what their name was. They bought Sony Santa Monica a while ago. They bought Naughty Dog like in the 90s, whatever it is. But it's not like they're taking... It would be this. It would be if Sony said, we're buying EA. And now if you want to play Madden or FIFA, you have to get a PlayStation. It's a very concentrated segment of people, you know what I mean? But that's what I would compare it to. It's not the same thing as just saying you can't get Final Fantasy, you can't get Final Fantasy 16, you can't get whatever. I just don't think it's the same thing, but they're both
It's the same thing, it's just a bigger version of it.
Yes.
Because
it's a much bigger version. When it's the game that sells 30 million copies every year.
Well, it's like, isn't it like 10 or 15 million now? It's gone way down. But still, yes.
But also, and the EU and the UK are looking into this deal now, and they're like, yeah, I don't know about this. Also, it is super weird that Xbox is like, I don't know. I don't understand Game Pass.
I will never understand Game Pass.
Right. No,
it's a great deal, but
yeah,
like
for the consumers, it's amazing.
Yeah.
If you are Satya or Phil Spencer, you are clearly just trying to bully people and just be like, you want to play games? Get an Xbox. We're just we're gonna buy everything and put it on Game Pass, even though we make no money. Like $70 billion, and you're gonna put Call of Duty, the best-selling game every year, on Game Pass. It does not compute. It does not compute.
Yeah.
At some point, we won't have to talk about this anymore. All right, Sean. Time for the wrap up.
Yes.
My boy, Hideo Kojima, got the world going crazy when he put out an image that just says,
Who am I now?
Who am I now? Damn it, Sean. It just said, who am I, with a woman's face in shadows and a weird new logo that kind of looks like an M or something. I don't know what it was. A lot of people
clearly
said,
it's Metal Gear Solid 3 remake.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Oh, it's Eva. No. But a lot of people have said it's, what's her name? Oh God. Elle Fanning, is that her name?
That's somebody's name.
Actress?
Yeah.
Okay. Poopin' Schmookadorks is also somebody's name.
I don't think Poopin' Schmookendorks is anybody's name.
So I think he's finally... Now, I don't know if it's Xbox or PlayStation. But I do think I know what it is.
What?
I think it's Death Stranding 2. And I know why I think it's that.
I mean, maybe it means something to you, but...
Well...
Oh.
Did you ever watch the freaking ending I
did,
sent you?
but I'm like, I don't know who that person is. Why does this matter? Who is this guy? But, okay.
I think it's teasing Death Stranding 2, but we shall see. Obviously, whatever he's working on at the Game Awards in December, we're going to see it there with Keeley.
Probably. Yeah.
PSVR 2 is officially not backwards compatible. This sucks.
I hate it.
I get it, but like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm still excited for it, but it...
I mean, to be fair, there's not a lot of PSVR games.
No, I know.
The only one right now that I'm like, I wish I could play it on PSVR 2 would be Moss 2, because I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to... I'm not going to get it on PSVR
I mean,
1.
that will definitely come. But I like,
but yeah, I mean, they'll have to Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff like Astrobot, though. That sucks.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. Sean Layden, the former boss of PlayStation, is now working for Tencent.
I hate it.
I love Sean Layden. Like, why? Why? And it's like all these guys going to live golf. I'm like, you're just going to take blood money. Period.
Yeah.
Okay, happier things. Marvel and EA Motive. Well, I don't know if it's EA Motive, but Marvel and Motive have announced a single-player, third-person, action-adventure Iron Man game.
I mean, this makes perfect sense.
Oh my God, I cannot wait. It could suck. It could never come out. Like, this could just be like a fever dream at this point.
Especially as good as Anthem was. Like, imagine how good this is going to be.
I bought that game.
I know you did.
For $10. I played it for 30 minutes and I said, I'm done. PSVR 2 not being backwards compatible is the Sonyest thing Sony has ever done in a while.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Sony. It's as much as I give crap to Phil and Xbox, Sony does stupid stuff like this. Nintendo does stupid stuff. Xbox just buys Activision, but they don't do this kind of BS. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Kinect probably works on the Series S. That was a little.
I forgot about that.
That was a little bit of a dig. But yeah, I'm hyped for this. I hope it's an actual game and we actually see it at some point. Xbox had a lot of announcements at Tokyo Game Show as they continue to try to expand their reach in Japan. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is out now on Game Pass. Ni no Kuni 2 is coming out next year on Xbox. Danganronpa V3 is on Game Pass now. Guilty Gear Strive and Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle are coming to Game Pass in the spring of 2023. Did I say past?
I don't
Game
know what
Pass.
you said. Probably.
Deathloop is on Game Pass now. Also with Deathloop, and you get this if you've got it on PlayStation as well, you get a new weapon, new enemies, new upgrades, an extended ending, and cross-platform play, and more. I thought that's what you were going to say that you were playing, because it's on PS Plus now.
I forgot all about that, but I do want to play it.
Yeah, I want to play it too. Tekken 8, we got a little bit of news on that. It is being rebuilt on Unreal Engine 5, and it's not using any assets from Tekken 7. Still no release date, but it looks dope. I've never played... I played Tekken, but I'm like... I'm a Sega kid. Virtua Fighter's better.
I just never got into... I don't like the fighting games that are like Virtua Fighter. That are just like... more grounded. I don't know. Even though in Virtua Fighter you can jump 15 feet in the air, but like no fireballs.
It's like a dude with like a bear head.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never got into it.
Hollow Knight Silk Song is confirmed to be coming out for PS4 and PS5. We still don't have a freaking date.
Was that not confirmed? I mean, I know they've said it was coming.
James,
but
I was joking about Kinect. I was joking.
So we really didn't know.
So the only
they didn't already say that it was coming out on PS4, PS5.
No, it was just Switch and PC.
Yeah, I mean, of course it is, but yeah.
Yakuza is no longer named Yakuza. Like a Dragon Gaiden is out next year, and Like a Dragon 8 is coming out in 2024. Also, Judgment and Lost Judgment are now out on Steam. Uncharted, the Legacy of Thieves collection, comes to PC on October 19th. It only took them 10... That is so weird. This came out on PS5, I'm pretty sure in January. And they're like, coming soon to PC. 9 months later, here it is.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It will have ultra widescreen support, 4K, variable frame rate, and DualSense support. Konami announced Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remastered coming to PS4, Xbone, and Steam in 2023. There will be upgraded backgrounds and effects, new sound effects, autosave, and you can fast forward the battles. But like, remember we talked last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, like, oh, they're going to announce a new game for the beloved series. I was like, it's not Metal Gear, it's not Silent Hill. Just stop. Stop. And they had also trademarked Suikoden, so we knew it was going to be that. One Piece Odyssey is coming out January 12th. The Sims 4 is going free to play on October 18th. I saw this and I was like, huh.
I loved The Sims.
I loved the original one, yeah. That's all I've ever played.
There's some Sims, probably 3. I don't know. There was like a PS Plus game last year, maybe the year before. And I downloaded it. I'm like, I like The Sims. Let's try it out. I don't think these games work on anything but a keyboard. Like you need a mouse. I mean, a keyboard on a PC because you need a mouse and keyboard. Yeah. Like I might check it out, but I barely even played the game. I just like building houses and stuff
and drowning people in pools.
Yes,
so that they can't have a ladder to get out. Portal RTX was announced. It's coming as free DLC in November. Also, NVIDIA announced a bunch of new graphics cards. The most expensive cost $1,600 for a graphics card. Just buy a PS5 or a Series X. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pass is adding Elysia Dragon, Beyond Oasis, and Earthworm Jim.
2 good games. But like why is this taking so long?
I know.
I could port these by myself quicker than Nintendo is. Like, what are we doing?
Drag and drop. David Harbour is starring in the Gran Turismo movie. Why is this a thing?
I have no idea.
Good for him. Get that money. And also, Elden Ring was named Game of the Year at the Japan Game Awards. Also, it's only September.
Well, yeah.
What?
No, I was just going to say, there's going to be some contrarians who are just going to not pick Elden Ring as Game of the Year just to get a response out of people. But, like, Elden Ring is Game of the Year and will be almost across the board.
It's the game of the decade. It's...
Yeah.
The only thing that I think could keep it from sweeping every award ever is because it came out in... Was it? I don't even remember. February. And God of War comes out November. Like a week before the cutoff for the Game Awards and all that. And people have just played God of War. Hopefully it's awesome. I mean, maybe it'll be my Game of the Year, but I cannot see, as much as I love the first God of War, and as excited as I am for the second one, I've never played a game like Elden Ring. Elden Ring is how do I say
Elden
this?
Ring is what I thought Breath of the Wild was. In that I don't think Elden Ring...
But it hasn't faded. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Elden Ring is a game that when I'm not playing it, I'm thinking about playing it.
I'm still thinking about it. I'm like, man.
And it's the first game that I think I've felt that way about since Breath of the Wild. And I don't know what before Breath of the Wild. But Breath of the Wild faded, I mean, probably after like a few months. I played it quite a bit for quite a while. But I feel like when it dropped off quick.
Well, like you go back to the whole, I know it's if we could even have a meme on this channel, it's a meme at this point, but like the whole Zelda is Belder thing. Like I kept telling myself, no, Horizon's my Game of the Year, but no, it's Breath of the Wild because of those. And I will say again, I don't want to hate on Breath of the Wild, but it's like it definitely faded in my mind. But that first week or two running around and playing that game was amazing. It's just not, looking back, it's not what I want from a Zelda game, which is why I'm so hyped for what's it called? Tears of the Kingdom. But I'm also kind of nervous.
I'm very nervous.
But Elden Ring, yes, you said exactly what I was going to say. Elden Ring is what I thought I would always think about Breath of the Wild or something like that.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for our Game of the Year podcast at the end of this year. Nothing stopping it. That is it for episode 298. Thank y'all so much for being here. We will be back next week. But until that time, Sean, go ahead and take us out.
Thank you for playing.